What is an essay? An essay is a focused piece of writing designed to inform or persuade. There are different types of essays such as argumentative essays, expository essays, narrative essays, and descriptive essays. Argumentative and expository essays are focused on conveying information and making clear points, while narrative and descriptive essays are about exercising creativity and writing in an interesting way. At university level, argumentative essays are more commonly used. An argumentative essay presents an extended evidence-based argument. So you are presenting an argument, but then you have to back it with evidence. There should be proof. It will require a strong thesis statement, a clearly defined stand on your topic. Your task is to convince the reader of your thesis statement by using evidence and analysis based on the text. An expository essay provides a clear, focused explanation of a topic. It doesn't require an original argument, just a balanced and well organized view of the topic. You're just presenting the facts in a balanced manner. Expository essays test your familiarity with the topic, because if you're not familiar with the topic, you'll not be able to present all the facts in a balanced manner. A narrative essay is one that tells a story. So this will have some kind of creativity involved. You're narrating it. This is usually a story about a personal experience you had. It may be an imaginative exploration or something you have not experienced. Then comes the descriptive essay. It provides a detailed sensory description of something. Like narrative essays, you are allowed to be a bit more creative because you are seeing this from your point of view. So you can describe something based on your viewpoint. What is an academic essay? An academic essay is a structured form of writing students use in schools, colleges, or universities as a part of their curricula. The most common purposes of such writing are to either present some new piece of information or to use existing facts and knowledge to deliver specific ideas. A clear sense of argument is essential to all forms of academic writing. An essay has to have a purpose or motive. If you're not clear about the focus or about the aim of this essay, then you lose track. What is the purpose of writing this essay? When you write an essay or a research paper, you are never simply transferring information from one place to another or showing that you have mastered a certain amount of material. Instead, you should be trying to make the best possible case for an original idea you have arrived at after a period of research. An essay can be structured in a variety of ways. One common format is the 5-paragraph essay. A 5-paragraph essay is exactly what it says. It consists of 5 paragraphs. What are they? Paragraph 1 is the introduction and paragraph 5 is the conclusion. So the first paragraph is the introduction and the last paragraph is the conclusion. The 3 middle paragraphs are the body paragraphs, one for each main point. The thesis statement lists these 3 main points. So when you are writing the thesis statement, there might be 3 points and then these points get elaborated in those 3 body paragraphs. Another question which you must think about is, what are the advantages of using this 5-paragraph model? This model structures what we write. By following the structure of the essay, the readers can easily follow the writing. When readers see 5 paragraphs, they can anticipate where the topic is going to be introduced. That will be the first paragraph. So you can find the thesis statement in that first paragraph. I hope you remember what a thesis statement is. A thesis statement is a sentence that contains the focus of your essay and it tells your reader what the essay is going to be about. The thesis statement usually appears at the end of the first paragraph. The readers can then guess that the additional points and examples will be mentioned in the second, third, and fourth body paragraphs. And then the 5th paragraph will be the conclusion. An additional advantage of this 5-paragraph system is that depending on the complexity of the topic, we can reduce or increase the length of each paragraph. So this model gives us a standardized structure to present our thoughts coherently. This model gives versatility and structure to the essay and allows the reader to follow the chain of thought with ease. What are definition essays? How are thesis statements prepared for definition essays? A thesis statement is a sentence that sums up the central point of your paper or your essay. A definition essay is structured around the goal of defining a term. So you're defining something, you're defining a term, and the entire essay is about that. You're defining a particular term. So a definition essay is structured around the goal of defining a term, concept, or idea. Definition essays are a form of expository writing in which the writer provides information about the term they are referring to. They typically follow a standard essay format and include both a definition and an analysis of the term. What are the main elements of a division or a classification essay? So, example, what are the parts of speech? We always talk about the parts of speech: nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. These are all classifications. So when you write about each of these terms, you have a classification essay. You are actually dividing the various components of language, English language, based on the different functions of each word. So noun is used for this, verb means this, is used for this. So you are dividing them or classifying them. What kinds of sentences are used in an academic essay? An academic essay consists of different paragraphs. A paragraph is a series of sentences that are organized and coherent and are related to a single topic. So each paragraph will deal with one topic. Almost every piece of writing you do that is longer than a few sentences should be organized into paragraphs. This is because paragraphs show a reader where the subdivisions of an essay begin and end, and thus help the reader see the organization of the essay and grasp the main points. Most paragraphs in an essay have a three-part structure. What are they? The introduction, body, conclusion. What happens in the introduction? In the introduction, the first section of the paragraph, it should include the topic sentence and any other sentences at the beginning of the paragraph that give background information or provide a transition. Topic sentence expresses the main idea of each paragraph. Then comes the body of the paragraph. Successful academic writing requires claims and arguments to be substantiated with evidence from the researcher or other authoritative sources. The body of the paragraph, which consists of sentences which substantiate your topic sentence, means you say something about the paragraph, and then you give evidence based on that. You support that topic sentence in the body. So in a paragraph, you have a topic sentence which explains what the paragraph is about. Then comes the body. In that body, you will have sentences which will substantiate the topic sentence by giving examples, by illustrating some examples, by giving facts and arguments. And then comes the conclusion of that paragraph or the transition. Because once you write a paragraph, you have to conclude that. It's a final section and it summarizes the connections between the information discussed in the body of the paragraph. And it'll sum up the whole argument of that paragraph. And then this conclusion can also work as a transition because you have another paragraph that is going to come after that. So you can actually use the conclusion as a transition sentence as well. So let's sum up. There are three types of sentences used in an academic essay. 1. The topic sentence. 2. The sentence which substantiate the topic sentence by giving examples, illustrations, etc. And 3. The conclusion or the transition part of that paragraph. You may also be asked to write about the processes which precede or which comes before the submission of an academic assignment. What are they? There are three major processes preceding the submission of an academic assignment. 1. Pre-writing. 2. Writing. And then 3. Revising. What happens in pre-writing? You have to decide on what you want to study or what is going to be your topic. The first step involves choosing a subject. And then you have to find out about the area, about the work that has been done on this. but to understand the topic properly. One method which will help you in pre-writing is brainstorming. What is brainstorming? Brainstorming is an activity that will help you to generate more innovative ideas. So you think about one topic and you note down all the ideas that comes to your mind about that topic. You can seek the help of your friends so that they shout out all the points that come to their mind. Let's say you want to work on education, then your friends and you say whatever comes to your mind about education, and then you note down all those points, and then from that points you'll get something to work with, and then you move to the next idea. So that's basically the process of brainstorming. You ask people to say whatever comes to their mind when you hear that particular concept. So brainstorming will help people to get information and get the process moving. So brainstorming is one good activity for pre-writing. Then you collect information based on expert sources, prepare a framework or a plan of as to how you're going to progress. Then you write the project writing, and then after that pre-writing, writing and revising, and then you proofread it. You look for errors in whatever you have written. You check the sources. You read it out loud and check for grammatical mistakes. Are there any problems with the facts you have presented? Check for that. You revise it. So you prepare your final draft and then you submit the assignment. What is the importance of audience analysis in academic writing? Because always know your audience. Who will read what you're writing? Will it matter to them? What language should I use? How much will they know about the area I have chosen? So all these basic questions should go through our mind when you are presenting the data. We must always consider the audience in our mind whenever we are writing or speaking something. What is the expectation of the audience? What is the importance of voice in an academic work? The purpose of academic writing is to persuade your reader to think about something or to consider your point of view based on the facts you present. It is best to avoid phrases like, in my opinion, I feel that. Let us stick to third person pronouns. So instead of using I, let us use the scientist or the studies, or it has been proved that. Let us stick with third person pronouns. When you use I, you, then it takes away the focus or the perspective of what you write. What are footnotes? Footnotes are notes placed at the bottom of a page. They cite references or comment on a designated part of the text above it. For example, say you want to add an interesting comment to a sentence you have written, but the comment is not directly related to the argument of your paragraph. In this case, you could add the symbol for a footnote. You put 1, and then at the bottom of the page, you can actually write that footnote. What is the difference between footnotes and endnotes? The only real difference is the placement. Footnotes appear at the bottom of the relevant page, while endnotes appear at the end of the document. If you want your readers to read your notes right away, footnotes are more likely to get your readers' attention. This is because they appear right at the bottom of the page. So the reader does not have to turn the pages. Endnotes, on the other hand, are less intrusive and will not interrupt the flow of your paper because they appear at the end of the paper.